Hey, what's up everybody? The IT guy here again. In this video, I wanted to cover a feature in Windows 10 that's still there, but it's no longer used as much because we have this feature over here. This is a lot more used, so resetting just your computer to factory default is oftentimes preferred because it gives you a clean computer, but in a lot of cases that's not really, oops, that's not really something you want to do, especially if you have a lot of software on the computer that cannot be removed. I'm thinking about people with businesses who have like accountancy software installed on their desktop computers, stuff like that. Just there are some times that you don't want to reset the computer to its factory defaults. So the feature is still there and it's enabled by default. So normally it's enabled by default, but if you want to be sure that it's enabled, I'm going to show you how to do that in this video, and also we're going to cover how to enable that feature for other drives other than the C drive, and also change some settings. So go ahead over to the start menu and type control.exe to get into the old school control panel, and go over to system and security, click system, and then go over to system protection. This will take us to system properties, and if you scroll down over here you'll see that the C drive by default it's enabled, and if it's not it will say off, of course. And to enable it or to change any settings on the drive or the protection settings of the drive, you can click configure, and right over here you can either, if it's disabled, you can turn it on right over here, and over here you can also designate a certain percentage of the drive itself. So in this case it's 10 gigs. It's my computer has been running for over a year, I think, right now, and it only has collected like 6.9 gigabytes. So I'm going to leave it at 2%. If you want to give it a little bit more space, so if you have a C drive and you know that you're going to create more, you're gonna create more system restore points in the future, or you want to be able to have more restore points, whatever the case, you can move that slider over to the right and it will give you a little bit more space. So if I do like this, it will change to 3%, and I can click apply and then OK, and this way I'll have a little bit more of the disk space that is dedicated to the system recovery. So another way you can go ahead is if you have multiple drives on the computer, another way you can change the settings is by enabling the drive protection for the specific drive. You can click the drive that's where the protection is off and click configure, and you can turn it on over here and do the same thing. So you can assign a certain percentage, and that percentage is displayed over here, and this will give you a certain amount of disk space recovery, so a certain amount of recovery space on the disk. And also click apply and click OK, and then you can go ahead and create a restore point manually over here. This also goes for the C drive, but in this case I can go ahead and create it for the G drive because it doesn't create one automatically. So if I would go ahead and just type test, create, then there will be a restore point created. You just give it a minute. There we go. So if I would go ahead and click system restore like I just did, right over here there are a bunch of system restore points I can revert to, and this shows like this was manually created, this was also manually created, and over here there is a installation of a driver, which are of course system settings. So driver installation also always gives you an restore point. So the thing is that once your restore point has been created, any old restore points will be removed unless it has enough disk space. So do keep that in mind if you want to be able to have more restore points and go back to previous times in the past, or just go back into previous system states. You'll need to increase the disk space usage over here. So yeah, I think that covers pretty much everything I needed to cover. Um, I hope this video helped you out, guys, and if it did, please leave a like and a comment below. And if you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.